Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. Tonight, I'm doing a Taurus reading. I hope everyone is doing well. If the reading is for a male, I will say that it is for a male. If the reading is for a female, vice versa, I will say that it is for a female. If I say nothing at all, understand that we all possess both masculine and also feminine energies. We are doing the sign of Taurus tonight. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. For those of you who follow me, you know that I place the camera on the desk so that you'll be able to watch me shuffle the cards, cut the cards, and you'll be able to see the cards fall out. However, for those of you who are new, that's exactly what I do. I like for you to be able to see the desk, see the cards being shuffled, see the cards being cut, and see the cards being flipped out. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. And you know, on the side over here, I'm over here sneaking my little snacks, my candy. But tonight, I am doing an ancient pyramid spread. I've done this spread in the recent past. And so tonight, I am also going to be doing this same spread. Before I came to this reading, I've already cleansed my space and I've cleansed me. But let me ring my bell. This is how I call on my family. Those of you, you know, this bell belongs to my mother, right? She wouldn't give me that bell for anything in the world. That bell has been passed on, ooh-wee, for a long time in my family. And I used to ask her, Mom, can I have that bell? No. Mom, can I get that bell when it's your turn? The day my mother passed away, and I drove straight to her house as quickly as I could to snatch that bell. And also to, I'll show you later, to snatch just one little piece. People go for big things, right? I went for things that were important to her, that I'll be able to use in my future. Taurus people, let us begin with you. You're born between April the 20th and May the 20th. Yesterday, I did an Aries reading. Today, I'm doing you. You're the second. You're the next up. Taurus is an earth element. Your modality is fixed. If you don't know what modality means in astrology, it simply is describing the way your zodiac sign is expressing its energy, reflecting its position in the seasonal cycle. Fixed signs are, of course, you Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and also Aquarius. All of you with this fixed energy have the same thing in common. You are all grounded and you're determined, which simply means that you embody the power of perseverance, making you all a powerful force when focused on a specific task. You are committed to your goals and your relationships. You prefer certainty and loyalty because once you are locked in, you are dedicated. You need certainty. And when someone is certain about you and you are certain about them, you give them loyalty. You have a desire for stability, and this makes you resistant to change. You are known for being dependable, Taurus, and consistent. People look at you as a source of security and building a solid foundation with. You are Mr. or Mrs. Stability and also reliability. That's how people see you. Taurus is an earth sign, as I said, as you know. Leo is a fire sign. Scorpio is a water sign. Aquarius is an air sign. What you have in common is your modality. All of you are the doers and the stabilizers of the zodiac. You carry out the plans and you execute them fully. You all have the endurance and persistence that aids you in getting the job done. Taurus, your planetary ruler is Venus. You know, Venus governs our ability to enjoy ourselves, to express love. Taurus, most of you love the color green and also the color brown. Most of you. And some of you can't wait for Friday because it's your favorite day of the week. You know, with you loving the color green, it shouldn't be a surprise that your gemstone is the emerald. Most of you know that your gemstone is the emerald. But if you didn't, let me tell you. The emerald represents growth, wisdom, and also love. The emerald connects to the heart chakra to promote emotional healing, compassion, and for you to draw in harmonious relationships. The color green represents nature, the world around you. It also represents renewal and new beginnings. The stone is a protection stone. And when worn, let me share with you its power. It makes people reveal the truth. Hint, hint. Let me just tell you. When you wear that stone, it makes people reveal the truth. I don't give advice at all. I don't give advice. But if I'm going to purchase a stone, I'm not going to buy it off TikTok. I'm not going to buy it off Shein. I'm not going to buy it from any of these places that you assume to be genuine stones, because most of them are plastic and you won't know until later. And then you'll wonder why isn't things happening for you. A lot of times when people purchase stones online, they shine it up so well to mimic a stone, but it's false. It's like people wearing vegan leather, which is plastic. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you go out and purchase your birthstone, which is the emerald, go to a jewelry store to whereas you can get a certificate, and there are certain ways for you to find out if a stone is actually real or not. But the emerald has a power to make people reveal the truth. So when worn regularly, as you hold it, as you nurture it, as you speak to it, you energize it. And when worn, people will tell the truth around you, and they won't even understand why they are telling you the truth. That's a little jewel that I dropped for you. Let's get to this reading. This reading is an ancient pyramid spread. I do have my daughter in the background. If I don't catch your messages, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that I'm not paying attention to the camera. Every once in a while, I will glance up and I may catch a message. But I don't like to make anyone feel that I'm ignoring them. So I have my daughter in the background, who is Alberta Butterfly, and she will respond to you when she catches your messages. And she may not catch all of your messages. So be mindful when she answers a question or she responds to you. The ancient pyramid spirit. Let us begin. I hope everyone is doing well. I tried to be on time. I tried to be on time. I think I was like a minute or two late. Listen, I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I'm working on my time. Is it going to work? I am not sure. But one thing that I told my family, the day that I close my eyes permanently, make sure that my body arrives to the funeral home an hour late. And that's real talk. If you get me there too soon, I'm going to be mad. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus, male or female. Show me everything I need to see. Tell me everything I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Taurus? How do I begin their reading? We have a card that turns sideways, but we're going to wait until one falls out. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know today? Thank you so much. Taurus, in other news, someone whom you haven't seen or heard from in a while will soon be making a reappearance in your life. This could be an old friend, an ex-lover, or a family member. But there's someone that's going to be paying you a visit. They want to talk. They want to communicate. It could be an ex-lover. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. This just in, Taurus. This just in. Begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, or a lover. It is time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. So there's somebody that you've stopped speaking to. You started seeing them for who they were, and you were tired of their bullshit. But this card says, even though this person is going to try to come back and connect, Spirit is telling you, don't even open the door. Leave them where they are. You released a toxic situation, and you know who this person is. There's sometimes people who try to work on things and they try to fix things, right? But if you're constantly having to work on a situation, sometimes you need to leave it dead in the water, if you understand what I'm saying. Let us get to this reading. Let's see where we're going with this. That means let the fish eat it. Seriously. Let somebody else have it. Have them. And somebody deal with their toxicity. Because you don't want to. But they're going to be making a reappearance. Whether it's an ex-lover, friend, or a family member. Can we talk, Taurus? Can we make up? Taurus, you're like, let's just kiss and say goodbye. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus. Show me everything I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. You know, the first card, this is a goal of yours, Taurus. The first card is a goal of yours. The second card is advice. It's not me giving you advice, but it's the card. This is your advice card. This is your second card. The third card is an obstacle that you currently may be facing at this particular time. The number 4 card is the next step that you should take. It's the next step that you should take. This is your current status. This is the number 5. This next card is going to be a recent event that transpired within your life, someone's life here. A recent event. The next card is a past event. The next card is the purpose. What is the purpose of it all? Let's make sure I have the correct amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is purpose. What is the purpose of it all? Taurus, let us begin. You know, on the tip of my tongue, I keep wanting to say Cancer. You may be tied to a Cancer. There may be a Cancer that you have stopped speaking with, but I keep wanting to spit out Cancer, the word Cancer, right? But the number 1 card is a goal. This is you thinking about reconsidering. This person that wants to come back, this person who you haven't seen or spoke to in a while, they want you to reconsider. Open the door. They want you to open the door. You're thinking about it. You're like, I might give them another chance. But then the other part of you is considering a whole different direction. You're like, I'm done. I'm over with this situation. But you're going to not make a rash judgment call. You're really going to think about it. Was what they did so bad? You're like, maybe we can fix this. And then the other part of you is like, maybe we can't. The number 2 card is your divine advice. You consider this person that you've shut the door on to be your soulmate. Understand that people, they get it misconstrued. They think that a soulmate is simply just a lover. But a soulmate can be a lover, a friend, a family member, a co-worker, the lady that works at the grocery store, that's the cashier. A soulmate is someone that you connect with on a deep level. But you've been thinking about this person so much. You have been thinking about them. Taurus. And with you thinking about them, that's why they're reappearing in your life. You're thinking about reconsidering, wanting to start over, wanting to try again, no matter who it is. But then, on the other hand, you're like, I'm not sure if I want this. If you don't want this, if you don't want to reconcile, stop thinking about them. Stop calling them in. Because what's going to happen is going to be a repetitive cycle. That's why the first card that came out, you're going to reevaluate the whole entire situation. You're going to press rewind. And you're going to remember everything that was done, everything that was said. But Spirit is saying to you, anything toxic, anyone that's toxic, let them go. But you consider this person a soulmate. This is someone that is very close to you. The obstacle, there's a lot of conflict between you and this other person. Lots of fussing, lots of fighting. But you're like, maybe we can resolve it. Maybe it isn't so bad. But if you stop speaking to them, or vice versa, they stop speaking to you, it was bad enough for someone to walk away. But Spirit wants you to be selective with your battles. Taurus, you're very stubborn. Absolutely, you are very stubborn. And this person, they know that they can't fuck with you like that. They can't play these type of games with you like that because you have a big heart. When you love, you're all in. And when you're done, you're all out. Let me just say this. Taurus people, what brings them satisfaction is being able to be comfortable within a relationship, within a friendship, with a family member. They enjoy comfort. They enjoy beauty because they see the beauty in everyone. Even if a person isn't attractive, Taurus still sees the beauty in them. Taurus people, they enjoy routine. They don't want to be taken out of their comfort zone. They enjoy music. You enjoy all genres of music. But what's important to you is quality. You enjoy the quality of a person. It has to make sense. This person that you keep butting heads with, it doesn't make sense. There's a lot of conflict between the two of you. But there's a Taurus here who's like, I'm going to leave this person dead in the water. There's no need to rescue. I'm going to leave them where they're at and allow the fishes to eat them. I didn't see shit. I don't want to know shit. I didn't hear shit. That's how you feel. If that's how you feel, Taurus, stop thinking about them. Have you ever thought about someone and then all of a sudden they called you out the blue? And you're like, damn, I was just thinking about them. That's energy. If you don't want anything to do with them, if they make you feel uncomfortable, if there's a lot of conflict between the two of you, Spirit is telling you to let it go. Begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a lover, whomever it may be. It is time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Listen, you the bull. We know you can fight physically and verbally, but you're tired of conflict. You want to be comfortable. You enjoy comfort. Comfort in your friendships, comfort in your love relationships, comfort with family. You love to be comfortable. You enjoy security, and this person has brought you a lot of conflict. We have the next card up is, let me just say, the next step. What is your next step going to be? We have this masculine energy. Male or female, this is masculine energy. With this masculine energy, you are going to examine how you feel about this particular person. There's even a Taurus here who's going to reevaluate, if you're a female, how you feel about men. True story. That's what the card says. Examine how you feel about men. You're like, listen, I may try something different. That's what the card says. I can't make this shit up. That's on you. You understand? But if that's not you who's thinking about jumping on the other side, Spirit wants you to use your masculine energy when it comes to this person, because you've been soft with this person and they're telling you it's time to boss up. Look, don't call me. Don't come to my house. We haven't spoken. Let it stay just like that. That's what you're doing. The number 5 card is the current status. There's someone here who's diving into his or her spirituality. You like, I want peace in my life. If you're a religious person, you're reading your Bible a little more and you're clutching it a little tighter, because that's where you find peace. But if you are a spiritual person and you don't need to open a book to tell you what to do, and you're going to go with the flow of things, Spirit is telling you, you hear me, be open to hear. You can see, I'm showing you the signs. You can feel those goosebumps, those hairs standing up. Spirit is telling you, you know exactly what to do with this person and the situation. With the spirituality card, you're not going to let anybody disturb your peace. You enjoy comfort. So now you're going to sit back, you're going to turn the radio on, and you're just going to relax, whether it's with meditation music, gospel music, or just some mood music to get you comfortable. You're like, for a minute, I allowed this person to rile me up, to get me excited. And guess what? They need to stay exactly where they are, and that's out of my way. You know, we have a past event. What happened? This is something that happened in the past. This is out of sight. This person has been gone for a minute. You haven't spoken to them for a minute. Some of you possibly haven't seen them for a moment. They've been out of sight. When a person is out of sight, I was always taught that they should be out of mind. But there is a Taurus, even though this person is out of sight, they're still on your mind, and your mind is drawing them back to you. You're like, shit, I didn't know that energy was that powerful. And it is. That's right. Out of sight is out of mind. You didn't know energy was that powerful? Go ahead and turn on that music, Taurus, so that you can get this person off your mind. You know, You need to believe it before you see it. That means this person is going to come back making all types of promises. And you're like, I don't trust that. They're like, you don't talk to me. We don't see each other. How am I going to prove to you that I've changed? And you're like, I'll be able to feel it. I hear about it. Because you and this person have some mutual acquaintances. And some things are better being kept a secret because you are elevating. You are growing. And this person disturbed your peace. And you're like, I'm not sure if I'm going to let this situation back in my life. You feel like you're in a bubble. You feel like you're in a bubble. You're like, what should I do? Spirit wants you to step outside your comfort zone, Taurus. Embrace this new beginning that's coming towards you. Spirit wants you to live life. Don't live it in a bubble, because the problem is, since this conflict has been going on, you've cut yourself off from many people. You've been in the house a lot. Listen, don't be like Empress Real 1584, the good witch. I be in the house. Man, I be snacking out. I done gained 30 damn pounds. But this winter, isn't it crazy? I'm going to be outside. I'm trying to lose this weight. Listen, I'm trying to lose this weight. I'm 52. I'm not trying to have my husband and my kids buy me a big old casket. I want a nice slim casket, right? But let me tell you, you are very knowledgeable. You know this person means you know good. It's a repetitive cycle. You've been here before. Spirit is saying that you are allowing the situation to control you. You're not even the same. Some people said, you've changed. You don't even look the same. Because you've been in a bubble. It's time for you to step outside of your comfort zone. Taurus people, they love comfort. But don't be so comfortable that you're cutting yourself off from the right people. Now, I'm just saying. Let me just do this one more time. A past event. This is, what is that? Ascension. You're transforming. When you used to deal with this person, when you used to see this person, you were transforming them. You were transforming. They didn't like it. Let me explain something. When people dive into spirituality, let me tell you what they start doing. They start going to get some sage. They think it's the miracle. They start going to buy candles. They start putting it everywhere. And then your person, your partner, your friends, or your family, they get scared to death. They be like, what the fuck he or she got going on inside the house? Well, they into some different stuff. My mother was a root worker. And when people would come over, the few that she would let in the front door, when they would come over, they'd be like, what you got going on in here? And know what she would say? Some hoochie coochie. I promise you that. And they'd be like, hoochie coochie? Yes. That means I could do many things. Your person doesn't understand you. You're rewriting your life story. And you're doing it well because you desire more. You're rewriting the chemistry of your body. You're taking hold and control of who you are. You're like, I can't keep living like this because this didn't make me comfortable. I want to elevate. I desire more. Taurus, let me explain if I have any cross watchers here. Taurus people are ruled by touch. They love to be touched. They love to touch. Sexually, even if they're out shopping, they want to touch the clothes. They want to touch the shoes. They are ruled by the way that they touch. But there's a Taurus here who's realized that energy of them touching was being used on the wrong person. And even when that person began to touch you, it didn't feel good anymore. Stay in your strength. Stay in your strength. You're ruled by touch. Some people are ruled by other senses. But you know, when you touch it, if it doesn't feel good, you want no parts of it. Taurus people, you like to go and hug people. And some hugs that you receive, they don't even feel good. You're like, oh, I'm not going to hug him or her again. You're transforming and you're using your body in the way that you're supposed to. Your body is ruled by touch. Touch is feeling. So if it doesn't feel good, you don't want it. This situation didn't feel good. Lots of conflict here. The purpose of it all is you're different. And you are exploring what is different about you. You're elevating, you're growing, you're rising. So find your strength in being different, Taurus. Find your strength in being different because that's what makes you beautiful. You know, let me just say that. How do I speak about Taurus in this manner? You are very faithful. Let me just say that. You're faithful to friends, family, co-workers, lovers, ex-lovers, whoever the case may be. You are loyal. You are stubborn as hell. And you are possessive. Because when you're locked in with someone, you're locked in. That's that loyalty. That's what makes you possessive. But you're traditional. You want a traditional relationship, meaning that we take our time to get to know each other, to learn what our likes are versus our dislikes. You want a solid foundation with someone. You want a traditional relationship. You want something steady. You don't want to be in and out of relationships. And you don't mind a practical relationship. Let me just say, you enjoy the sense of touch. As I said, you want to touch everything. And you want to be touched properly. You enjoy frequently touching people to express your affection or your closeness. Taurus, can I get a hug? I'm just saying, can I get a hug? Expect this month right here to be a month of passion if you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, be careful. Let me just say that. If you're not in a relationship, Taurus, be careful. Because there's someone who may be coming to seduce. And you may be tempted. You may be tempted. Because can I say I'm speaking to a Taurus that may not have had, if you're single, any in a little while. You understand what I'm saying? But you know how I just told you that I want to lose weight? If it's not good for me, I shouldn't put it in my mouth. Do you get what I'm saying? If this isn't good for you, this person, you shouldn't use your energy to touch. You're different. You're growing. Listen, Taurus, you stand out in the crowd. Yesterday I did an Aries reading, and I spoke about the first sign of the zodiac being beautiful, and they were born to be beautiful. Who do you think is next up? You're number 2 on the zodiac wheel. Aries, Taurus, and you are beautiful. The beautiful thing about you, not only are you beautiful, but you see the beauty in people. You rarely look at a person like, ew. You look at the beauty in them, and that's all that you see. Because you judge a person from the inside. You don't judge how they look or anything of that nature. You're changing. When you begin to change, and when you've been connected to a person, they can feel your strength. They can feel you transforming. They can feel you changing. And that brings conflict because they try to deter you from your growth, from your transformation. There's someone here who didn't want the same things that you wanted. However, strengthen who you are. At the bottom of the deck, Taurus, we have a ripple effect. What happens when there's a ripple effect? Let me ask, what happens when there's a ripple effect? You impact your surroundings. I come from the old school. They said, if you want better, you must do better. To do better, then you'll have better. You impact your surroundings, your environment, and don't underestimate the little things, because the person is going to come back bringing you small gestures just to see if you'll open the door all the way. Don't underestimate the little things, because you're bigger than that. And you deserve so much more than what you've had. When you begin to realize what your worth is, then you'll tell them to keep that small change. Taurus, we're going to clarify this reading. We're going to clarify this reading. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm not going to take a long time. I don't know how long I'll have my daughter in the background. Last night, she fell asleep on me, let me tell you. But that's life. When the body is tired, the body is tired. And my readings can be a little long. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus. Show me everything I need to see. Tell me everything I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, thank you so much. The first card, we have to take them in the order that they came out. Spirit guides, what else does Taurus need to know? Ooh, that's a lot. But we're going to take them in the order that they came out. We have the first card, you know, this is a goal or desire. You may be considering speaking to a person again, allowing the person to come back into your life. You're like on a seesaw. First you're up, then you're down. You're going back and forth, playing out the situation. This card is friendship. You're going to be meeting new friends because these people that you were around or this person, they're not for you. We have this card, which is friendships, and you going to be attracting new friends. I'm not going to say a new love because before you become lovers, you should be a friend. You should be a friend. Thank you. Encourage more viewers to share. Thank you so much. Please like, please share. Listen, I always forget to do that, you know, but share the video to help the channel grow. Thank you so much for that, Shelly. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. We have the divine advice, masculine. It doesn't mean that whomever I'm speaking to is a male. It doesn't mean that you're a female. But there could be a female here that's thinking about, hey, it hasn't worked out with these men, so I'm going to be trying something different. However, if that's not you, there's a person here that Spirit wants you to stand in your strength. You are the bull. We have birth. We're clarifying this masculine energy with birth. That means, you know how they say, grab the bull by the horn? You are the bull. Listen, it's time for you to stand in your strength because there are new opportunities that are here for you. It's like you're starting over again. You know, we get to start over every single day. We do. We are the authors of our own story. And we get to change the direction as often as we need to. Listen, there's a Taurus here who's reinventing his or herself. There's a Taurus here. The number 3 is an obstacle. You've been having a lot of conflict with this person that you haven't spoken to in a while, haven't even seen them. And guess what? You've been isolating yourself. Remember the card that we had here? You've been in a bubble. You like being in that bubble. Let me tell you, you've been in isolation. Cutting yourself off from people, which is not always a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. It's not a good thing. Not unless you're a person like me who is happy with the people who love me. I recognize real from the fake. Taurus, you have this thing that's attached to you that Cancers have attached to them. Cancers equal love. They are the nurturers of the zodiac. Taurus, you have something in common with the Cancer. You are a nurturer. You love helping people. You love being there for people. With that being said, you got to give that energy back to you. This is you reinventing yourself when we see birth. I'm not speaking to someone that is having a baby. This is birth. Birth of an idea. But this is birth of you. You are reinventing yourself. You're looking in the mirror a little differently. Because you're not who you were when you used to speak to this person. Yes, you've cried. You've been sad. But now you're like, they're not worth it. Because I am loyal. I'm loyal. I'm so happy for them. She's a Cancer and he's a Taurus. Okay. We have, after isolation, I was caught off guard for a second when I looked up, but we have the next step is happiness. You consider this person to be a soulmate. As we know, a soulmate is a person that you connect with on a deep level. Yes, this person is your soulmate. Y'all connected on a deep level. But guess what? There's another soulmate that's coming in that's loyal, that's dedicated just like you are. And that's because you're growing. Because you are going to be confident within yourself. Happiness doesn't come from another person. Happiness, it has to be who you are. You know, you have to feel happy about life in general. No matter what I've been through in my life, I'm not going to sit back and cry over it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I have to take the bad and the ugly. And you know what I have to say? Thank you for the lessons. Now, at times we may get in our ego and be like, damn, did I need to learn that lesson like that? And sometimes we do, so that we don't repeat. You're a Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, so you can listen to this right here. I'm a Scorpio. I left him. He moved on right away from a Cancer girl. Okay. Let me finish this reading. But the happiness, you have to be happy within yourself. The higher you vibrate, the higher your energy vibrates, your calling in was equally yoked to you. You know, I've often hear people, if I do a reading, right? And they're like, I keep meeting the same person. Well, you keep being in the same energy. You're going to get what you put out. And if you're not feeling good about yourself, then you're going to get that type of person. When you feel great, when you feel good, and when you're happy within who you are, you're going to bring in that same type of energy. Happiness. It has to come from within. It has to come from the core of who you are. Your current status. You're diving into your spirituality. But with you diving into your spirituality, there's been a lot of anxiety. Anxiety brings in poor health. Anxiety brings in high blood pressure. Anxiety brings in headaches. Anxiety brings in nausea. Don't neglect your health. Take care of you. You can't let yourself go because of any hurt or any pain. I'm speaking to a Taurus who didn't cause it. It's not you that were the cause of it. And I know when you stop talking to an ex-lover, a friend, or a family member, it hurts like hell. It does. For some people, especially, you're loyal. You're like, I would never do them like that. The way they did me, I would never do that to them. Guess what? By you replaying it in that manner, that is what brings on this poor health, this anxiety. So be careful with that. You know, we have the recent event. You may need to take a little time off, or you did take a little time off. It fell right on top of out of sight. Out of sight is out of mind, but taking time off to relax, taking a break from the world. But then remember, you were in that bubble. It's time to get out of that bubble. There was a lot of chaos, and that made you stay in the bubble. You've experienced some difficulties, right? There's a lot of burdens that you keep replaying, but taking a little time off, or maybe you've taken that time off, if you want to equal that to you disconnecting from people, I hope you took care of yourself in the process. There's some chaos that still surrounds you. When this person comes back to talk, when this person comes back to test the waters to see if you're going to open the door, when this person comes back to tempt you, you have to make the best decision for yourself. To let them back in to replay the same events all over again, or to stand in your strength as the bull and be like, fuck that, I'm not going to keep playing these games. This person is coming back with chaos. You finally getting yourself out of that rut. You're finally breaking away of, woe was me. This person caused a lot of chaos within your life. And they left you heavy, feeling depleted. Spirit says, it doesn't mean you have to listen, but Spirit says, begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a lover, etc. It's time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. I don't like chaos. I don't like chaos. Some people enjoy it. I'm speaking to a Taurus that doesn't like chaos either. That's not who you are. You enjoy beautiful things. I don't care if you're window shopping. What brings you pleasure is looking at the beauty all around you. You enjoy being comfortable, not somebody coming to you causing drama. You enjoy relaxing to music in your car, in your house, wherever the case may be. You love quality. You love quality within a person. You ever heard the saying, the quality of a woman, vice versa, the quality of a man? You love people with substance. You love people with quality. And dealing with this person, they didn't bring you any of that. You kind of dumbed yourself down for this person not being who you are authentically. Excuse me, my camera froze on my end, but you dumbed yourself down for this person. You tried something different. This person wasn't quality at all. A past event, that sadness. Being in the bubble, the chaos, the anxiety, you taking the time off from the world. That disappointment. you were disappointed not only in the person, but in yourself. You're like, why did I even deal with that? I'm better than that. And Taurus, you don't like to ever say that you're better than a person at all. That's not who you are. But today, you're like, fuck that. I am better than them because I'm loyal. I'm beautiful. I'm a quality woman or man. And I let this person hurt me. You're disappointed in yourself as well. My father used to say to me, when you know better, you do better. I promise you. Anytime when I was young, when I would get myself into a situation and I would call my dad, and he would be like, listen, when you know better, you'll do better. And I had to adopt that level of thinking. And I was like, man, I'm always going to do right. I'm always going to do right because I knew better. But then there were times when I didn't want to do better. Real talk. I didn't want to do better. And then when I would get myself into some trouble, my father would be like, did you know better? I'm like, nah. And he was like, well, then I can't fault you. And then the person that I am, I'm like, yeah, Dad, I knew better. And he was like, so you just hurt yourself. When you encountered this person, you felt like you shouldn't even deal. But you did. And so you're disappointed in yourself. The purpose of it all is this mountain. The purpose of it all is this mountain. Because you're not stuck in a rut. You're transforming. And you can climb over this hurdle. Listen, I don't accept any obstacle as a challenge or a difficult situation. I just do it. You want transformation. You want happiness. You want more. This person is coming back, but they're coming back in a small way. Taurus, you don't like small things. You don't like small gestures. It's like go big or go home. However, this person is small to you. They're small. You desire something more. At the bottom of the deck, you desire love because you realize that this wasn't love. This wasn't it. There's someone that's coming in that's going to have the same energy that you have. There's so many directions that we can go into with this, but I feel like there's a Taurus here that's doing a little better. Coming up out of that funk, out of that sadness. And the way you feel about you is exactly what you're going to attract to you. There's somebody in your world There's somebody that's coming in. There's somebody that you know that does have romantic feelings for you. You know them already. You have a mutual attraction for them as well. But you are like, I'm never going to let it go that far. I want to keep it where it's at because I don't want it to ruin anything. Well, if you're putting out that type of energy, then you're going to ruin it because that's not the energy they're coming in. You know this person. They're coming in with romantic feelings. They're coming in with wanting to give you. They know your stories. They know what you've been through. And they're not here to rub it in your face. They're like, listen, we don't got to talk about it. We don't have to discuss it. This is you and I. I don't want to hear about the past. Let's start from where we are. So there's someone that's coming in that you already know. And you are attracted to them. You think they're a nice looking individual. But that's as far as it goes with you. But it's up to you if you want to move forward with this person. Because that door is open. Taurus. Transformation is a beautiful thing, I promise you. Transformation is a beautiful thing. I don't give advice, but ooh-wee. I did tell my son, his girlfriend, whatever she is, his friend, I was like, you can do better. Leave him. Dump him. You can do better. Taurus. When you dealt with this person, you knew that you could do better. I don't care if they was your friend. You knew that they weren't a good friend. I don't care if it's a family member. Sometimes you got to throw a family member under the bus because sometimes they're your worst enemy. And if this is a lover, you knew that you could do better. I'm going to be honest. You knew that you could do better. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Let me cut one more time. I haven't used this in a minute. Spirit guides, what message can I close this reading off with for Taurus? What information do they need to know? Oh, we have two cards. I'm going to take them in the order that they came out. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? You are the bull. Taurus, do you know all of your strengths? And if so, are you using them? Are you using them? We all have superpowers, and that's a fact. But it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action, Taurus. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? One thing about you, you are a humanitarian. You love helping people. Cancers equal love. Taurus, you also embody love. You love helping. You are a giver. But in the same breaths, what do you give to you? You give, but the shit you take is unnecessary. You keep taking everybody else's shit. And you need to leave that where it's at. When you give, it doesn't mean that you have to take. It's time for you to stand in your masculine energy, male or female. Stand in your strength. To my males, I have to be true to myself. To any male that's watching this video, my husband included because he's watching, I don't know why they always say that males are stronger than women. I beg to differ. We are not the same. But when it comes to pay, we are the strength. That's why I don't understand why there's a Taurus that took so much shit. You got to give that shit back to them. You got to throw that trash out. It doesn't belong near you, around you. You are strength. Male or female, you are strength. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? What boundaries do you need to create to strengthen your relationships? When people feel like they can walk all over you, when you're not standing in your strength, that's called they're using you. So people, they think of surface level, that a person is using you for $1. Taurus, they use you for your touch. Cancers, a lot of Cancers fell at relationships because they equal love. Always trying to help, always trying to nurture. Sound familiar, Taurus? Now, here you are, always trying to help, always trying to give. But you're depleting you, and you're the one who's left wounded. You have this energy of touch. People feed off of that. We call these energy vampires. People feed off your energy. There's somebody that's coming. They're coming with small gestures just to see if you're going to open the door all the way. I asked you earlier if I can have a hug. See, you got this thing about you, and you need to understand your powers. You have the power of touch. When you touch people, you heal them. Mentally, physically, emotionally, just as well as spiritually. And sometimes people come to feed off your healing. You have the power to touch. You express the way you feel through touch. As simple as a hug, a pat on the back, a shake of a hand. You can change lives just like that. I don't know if you ever heard a person say, "Ooh, your touch is so different." Because it is. It's very powerful. Taurus, be careful. We're giving so much of you away. To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. Did I just speak about that? Taurus, in your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where they begin. Listen, one more time. This just in. Begin to release, but what I hear, begin to end. Put an end to these toxic people from your life. Put it in. Put them to bed, but not in your house. Put them to rest. Begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a lover, etc. It's time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. What I hear is put it to rest. Put an end to them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where they begin. The card didn't say where they begin and then where they end. The card says, in your relationship, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. What doesn't feel good, what doesn't respect you, what isn't healthy, what makes you sad, what brings drama and chaos, what makes you go into the energy of staying at home in isolation, keeping you away from the people that you adore, that you love, that care about you. It's time to put an end to it because you're transforming. Today's soul action, Taurus. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. Did I say that? Stop taking their shit. That's what I said. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. You give, you give, you give. That's what I said. Taurus, today's mantra. I have everything I need. Say that. I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. You're putting an end to their shit. Listen. At the bottom of the deck, Taurus, what do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? What beliefs do you have about money? Do your beliefs match your dreams, Taurus? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. It goes out, it comes in, it comes in, it goes out. You are worthy of it. And it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to a whole of you and your purpose. Let me tell you how I call money, right? I'm not telling you to do what I do. But I be like, when we were growing up, I would hear people say, money is dirty. Money is the root of all evil. Ooh, when people would do that, in my family, that would be called cursing money. We didn't curse money. We needed it to ebb and flow. Because money's going to come in and it's going to go out. It's going to go out to pay bills, electric, water, gas, groceries, mortgage, rent, car note, etc. But we need that kind of money that you don't got to kill yourself to try to survive. We wanted to have a constant flow. Because the bills are going to have a constant flow. So I'd be like, I like money. I love you. And I'm going to use you wisely, judiciously, and so on. I'm never cursing. Today's whole action, Taurus. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in this blank. I am grateful to money because of what? Why are you grateful to money? Because of what? I don't know a person who could live without, right? Not unless you're living on the land somewhere. Back in my day, just about half my family had farms. And the land they owned, they never owned because they always had to pay taxes. Even nowadays, you see people making videos of them living off the grid, right? And with them making videos, the popo, those boys in blue, always find them. Somebody always snitching them out, even if they're in the middle of nowhere. So you need money for just about everything. Taurus, you're transforming. And everybody can't go where you're going. And everybody can't do what you're doing. And everybody can't be you. There's someone that hurt you, whether it be an ex-lover, whether it be a family member, whether it be a friend, and you sat in that energy for a long time. And I know there are stages of grief. Believe me, I've been through many. There are many stages of grief, but I know how to get my ass up and not to live in it or stay in it. See, once a person betrays me, I have this mechanism that's attached to me, that's in me. And when you begin to hurt, I have this thing that starts ticking. It can tick forward and it can tick backwards. And I'm always going to be according to how you are. That's how my body works. There's no control of it, but I'm always going to be the person that matches energy. Use your energy wisely, Taurus. You are strength. You are the bull. You are the bull. When I was growing up, they'd be like, you got to grab the bulls by the horn. And only the strongest person can grab the bull by the horn and hold on to it. Yeah, I used to go to them rodeos, right? I'm 52 years old. My family from the country. My family from the country. I was raised up north. But I would have to spend my summers, my holidays with my cousins. They walked bare feet. I needed my shoes on. Let me tell you, I was that chick. I didn't want to get dirty. But I got dirty. It's time for you to get dirty, Taurus. Because you can't keep playing with this person or these people. You have to stand back up in your strength. And you're working on you. And that's a beautiful thing. That's always the best thing. That's the first steps of you reinventing you. It doesn't matter how another person sees you. It's how you see yourself. And the person that you've been looking at in the mirror, you're like, damn, I gotta shake this off. And shake it off because it's not you. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. And whomever this person was, you had reservations about that person. from the get-go. That means from the beginning. Off the rip, you had reservations. You have to learn how to set your boundaries, even though you love helping people. I love helping people too, but I know how to set my boundaries. I know how to set my boundaries, no matter who it is. I promise, no matter who it is. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I thank you all for your time. I thank you for the likes. I thank you for the gifts and those of you who shared. I thank you. I take these videos and I post them on my YouTube platform because they run over an hour. So I'll post them over there. So if you want to recap, go on over to my YouTube channel in about an hour and I will be uploading this video over there. Thank you for the new followers. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I do personal readings right here. Tarot is an introduction of me. No lie, this is me putting myself out there to the world, right? Those of you who don't know me. I do personal readings. I do mediumship readings. I do psychic readings. I do personal tarot readings. I don't have a Patreon. I'm not going to give you a little bit and tell you if you want the rest, go to my Patreon channel for you to make $1, right? For me to make $1 off you. The best of me is on my platform. www. But you can go to the front of my page, click the link, and book a reading with me. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I always tell everyone, before you book a reading with me, please read my bio. I don't want you to be misinformed about me. I am a root worker. Yes, I practice root work. Have been since I was a kid. That's who my family is. I come from a long line of root workers. I am about that life. People are learning about it. It's a beautiful thing. People know about it and we're not able to talk about it due to living in different parts of the world where it would be frowned upon. Some people believed in root work and practice in secret. And some people practice out loud. I come from a family that practice out loud. So before you book a reading with me, make sure that I am who you want a reading with. Because I'm always going to make sure that you're going to be someone I want to read for. My energy is important. And if I'm not feeling you like that, I'll send you your money back just like that. Energy is everything in my world. And trust me, never think you're going to book a reading with me for me to hurt anyone either. I don't get down like that for people that I don't have a relationship with. Meaning, come from my kids, come from my husband, come from my grands, then I'm a whole different person. I remove different things if I see something. If I don't see something, I'm not going to fake to you like there's something going on. That's not the world that I live in. So be careful who you book a reading with. It's so important for you to read my information. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you all nothing but love and light. To the young lady that told me to tell the people to share, thank you. Listen, my family get on me about that all the time. I forget. I get so deep into these readings. Listen, and I always forget to say, hey, share, right? But people are like, why you got over 16,000 people on YouTube and only 2,000 and something on TikTok? That's because y'all motherfuckers won't share my shit. Share my shit. Plain and simple, just share my shit. That's me for real, though. But I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you all nothing but love and light, Taurus. Keep your head up. Keep your head up, Taurus. And listen, you're a stubborn ass. You know, the energy that this person is in, you're not supposed to be there. You're always supposed to be in your strength. There's some people, they're like, I can't be in my strength all the time. Those are the people who they don't have that strength in their chart, but you are the epitome, like a Leo. You are the epitome of strength. Stop taking people's shit. That's not who you are. You know, that's not who you are. You give so much of you always wanting to help. But in the same breath, you keep taking and taking and taking. Shit is disrespect. People playing in your face, and that's not who you are. To know better is to do better. And Taurus, you know better. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you nothing but love and light. Good night.